Good morning, everybody. Back out on the trail today after the zero, feeling good, ready to do this thing. Gonna probably do or try to do my top mileage ever. Gonna try to do 23 today, but that's just a number. Doesn't mean I'm going to. It just means that's where I saw in the book would be a good stop for me. If the terrain starts eating me alive, then I could easily pull up short of that, but that's my long-term goal. The guy at Angel Rest, Andy, is kind of running it, and man, he is an awesome dude. He is a ex-hiker, or he's a hiker. I say ex-hiker, I guess you're never an ex-hiker, but he's a hiker, and he knows what hikers want and what hikers need in a hostel, so it's great to have him. Dropped me off at the trail this morning, and I'm cruising along a little skyline here of Petersburg. I was obviously spelling it wrong. I didn't know that. One of my subscribers pointed that out to me. But had a great night's stay, a great night's sleep, and ready to hit this trail today. It's on our way to Daleville. Got a good heavy pack on me. I did some readjustments with my straps since I have lost some weight. I didn't realize that I had lost that much, and you know, the straps were digging into my shoulders, and I was just, you know, it was hurting me. No, not, you know, serious, but just uncomfortable. So when I put my pack on this morning, I realized why. It's because my belt straps were just way too loose, and all the weight was on my shoulders. So I tightened those up, and now I'm feeling really good. So we'll see how the day goes. When I get some stuff to see, I'll throw this video back on. All right, more in a little bit. So maybe I'm a little morbid, but I don't know. Here we go, another cemetery. This is Pears Cemetery. A little bit off the trail. Looks like this might be another Confederate soldier monument, and one of my subscribers pointed this out to me. Let's see if this is a Confederate soldier. 1812, died in 1911. Soldier passed. He fought the fight. Okay, it doesn't have a marking as a Confederate soldier, but if you see the point on top of that, one of my subscribers pointed this out to me, and I didn't realize it, that the Confederate soldiers made their graves to a point like that, so that if any Yankee soldier came into the cemetery and wanted to sit down, it would be a pain in their ass. So, oops, I gotta go the other way because the AT's back this way. So that was an interesting fact that I didn't know, but kind of funny. So I'm sure there's more cemeteries to be found on this trail, and I will check that out and see if that's a reoccurring theme. All right, more later. Having a great day so far. And sometimes the AT walks across a bridge in an interstate, but glad to see we are protected by a concrete barrier here. So, this is crossing I think it's Narrows, Virginia. So, just trucking along. Wow, look at that. Don't drop anything down in there. Looks like there's some bridge repairs needed. All right, there's the skyline. I wouldn't be surprised if that's where I was headed. All right, more later. Beautiful view here. Coming out of Petersburg. And I made a wrong turn earlier. Actually, I didn't make the turn that I was supposed to make. Coming across that second bridge, there's the first big bridge that was in the last video, and then there's another smaller bridge, and there's a left-hand turn there that you go downstairs, and I mean man-made stairs, and I glanced to the left and I saw a sign that said private property, no trespassing. And I'm thinking, okay, well, that's not the trail. I didn't look close enough, but on the ground down there were like 10 white blazes pointing down there. I didn't even see them. So I walked about a quarter mile past where I was supposed to, behind the guardrail, realizing that this just doesn't look like trail. So luckily I have the Gut Hooks app, and I checked that app. Sure enough, I was off trail. So I had to backtrack, add a few more miles to my day, but that's okay, because every step I take is one step closer to Mount Katahdin. All right, feeling good. PT out. Boy, I really screwed up a few minutes ago. There was 4 does right in front of me on the trail. So I stopped real quiet, got my phone out, zoomed in on them, got some great photos, or some great video, and looked down right when they ran off and didn't turn the camera on. So, lesson learned. Well, I was hoping that this climb was over, but I just turned the corner and it's not. So I'm going to take a little break here for a second, just talk. Yesterday, one of my subscribers went to the hostel to look for me, and I was actually at the grocery store. And so he came to the grocery store, and I'm not going to say his name because actually I didn't ask him if he was cool with that, but he was a ex-law enforcement out of Florida too. And we chatted in the grocery store for about an hour. It was really cool being able to chat with a fellow law enforcement officer while I was taking my zero. You know, he's like, "Am I bothering you? Do I need to go?" And I'm like, No. I was not doing anything anyway, except my resupply. And just wanted to thank him for coming out and chatting, saying hello, giving me a little advice about what's going to happen in the trail the next few days and stuff like that. So thank you again. And I will finish this climb. Of course, I couldn't stand still. I should have. But finish this climb. A little more video later. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have to work for this one. It was about a 4 mile up. Here we are at Rice Field. Sorry for the wind. Amazing view. Go ahead and spin around. The rice field shelters right there. So guess what? I'm going to have my lunch right here. Soft ground. Probably take my shirt off, enjoy the sun. All right, PT out. Oh, another great view, although there's a power line in the way. It's been a good day. Deer. Alright, got me some wildlife. Alright, here's another good one. There's a neat little campsite up there, grassy spot. That would be cool to camp at if the mileage worked out. All right, PT cruising along. All right, feels good to be finished with the last giant climb of the day. Now there's a lot of downhills and a couple little climbs, but the last big one at the end of the day is always the toughest. Just a funny thing I noticed, I've been noticing over the last few days, when people, you meet other hikers or somebody's passing you southbound, you're coming southbound, and it's funny. One of the things you ask them is, are you through hiking? And they'll be like, yes. And you'll be like, well, when did you start? Well, if they hesitate when you say that, they're like, well, what that means is they're a flip-flopper. Meaning they've got their hike, where they're starting somewhere and going south, or, doing parts at a time and all that stuff. Regular southbounder or northbounder is going to say, oh, I started on such and such a date. But a flip-flopper always hesitates when you ask him that question. It's kind of interesting, funny. And one of the things I was just thinking about as I pile through these rocks and roots again. All right, I got about 5 miles to go, maybe 6, I don't know. But plugging away, PT out. All right, well, after going through a drought all day up on the mountain, up on the ridge, we get this, which is cool. I've already filled up, drank up, and got my body rehydrated, and got about 3 miles to go, going down the rocky, rooty path here, which is heck on the feet. So we will make it happen. I'm going to get there to the campsite probably as it's getting dark. It's got a little late start this morning, but that's okay. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. It's like a tropical garden. And we are going to be camping. I say we, me and Durwood. Durwood makes it. He started behind me an hour. He had to get a post office, something at the post office, but I figured he would have passed me by now. He's a much faster hiker. But maybe he's taking his time today. And maybe he passed me when I zipped off trail or something, I don't know. But we're camping by a creek, so hopefully it'll be nice as this. All right, PT up. All right, everybody, I got in here, got my tent up before dark, and was able to eat, but it really got dark before I was able to post any or get any videos done. But I'm just going to be quiet for a second. I'm on a creek, and the water is running right near me. You can hear it. So I'm going to sleep like a baby tonight. Did 23 miles today, and made the goal. Got to do 16 tomorrow, and that's going to give us, I think, a 2 or 3 mile jump into the next morning back into Angel's Rest to wait out the thunderstorm that's coming. It's 2 to 4 inches of rain on Sunday, so it might rain tomorrow night. We'll see, but we'll only have a couple of miles to get pulled out. So it's me and Durwood, and we are having a good time hiking together. So I will do some more video and wake up in the morning. Maybe do some video of the area that I was able to pitch this tent. All right, PT on the AT out for tonight.